Sure.
How's it going?
How about you?
Good. Nice to see you both.
Nice to see you as well. This is so weird. I was just saying it's like speed dating or something.
It is speed dating.
It is.
It's kind
Is
of
it your
nice.
first Comic-Con?
It's my first San Diego Comic-Con, yes.
Yay! Awesome.
Were you doing anything yesterday? Because your schedule was clear. For
I was doing
promotional stuff.
this sort of stuff, but not like this. I was pretty busy yesterday.
So you haven't enjoyed the con like an attendee?
I had a little bit of walking around time, but not too much.
A little bit of walking around time amounts to very little here.
Yeah.
It's no.
Because most of that is walking, and
Yeah.
not actually.
Watching other people in lines. Like,
Yeah.
I had friends, they're like, go get me the 9 Inch Nails vinyl. Or
Yeah.
you see the
Lars
line.
coming on Sunday, I think.
Wow.
Just FYI.
Your vinyl?
Guar?
Guar.
Guar.
What?
Yeah, they're coming this year.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I've seen Guar live a few times.
How much of the
well,
gunk did you come away
The
with?
most recent time I stood back because I've done that plenty of times.
Yeah.
But I saw them with like Necrogoblicon and Guar, and I was right in the front like this and just soaked
I love
in
it.
goo.
That's amazing.
That's your inspiration.
Yes.
Well, he named a character after a Guar character in book 3, Gorgor.
That's true. It's a little bit of Guar, a little bit of Manowar, the heavy metal band. The Gorgor character only speaks in Manowar lyrics.
That's amazing. You have to go give him one of your books.
Yeah.
He's like, you're in here.
So let me ask an official question because I know our time is limited.
Oh, sure.
I know a lot of fans of the series, and they all wanted me to ask, given that Seth MacFarlane has optioned, if there's anything that comes in terms of a series or a movie, what character would you like to play? Like either as a Stan Lee cameo or like as a background character?
Well, it would most
Is
likely
it Gary?
it would most likely be a television series as opposed to a movie. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of being on camera, so I would probably want to be someone that gets smushed pretty early in the beginning.
All right. So like Frank or something.
Yeah. Well, Frank's a pretty big character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frank
In the beginning.
Frank's going to take some chops.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bring your
What does that mean?
It means you have to actually act.
I love that.
All right. Thank you.
So with the audio performances and the books, have you found that you inform one another now with the characters? So did you change anything after hearing the character performances, or did you like, how does that come about?
Well, Matt generally lets me have free reign, but I'm always going to defer to him for anything. You know, he's the boss when it comes to the book itself and how it's supposed to be told. He has veto power, and you know, like he'll tell me if I'm not getting something right, but that doesn't happen very often.
He usually gets it right.
Once in a while, he'll give me like there will be a character that he wants done specifically, but that's pretty rare.
And if I say this all the time, and it's true, if he does a voice I don't like, I just kill the character in the next book. But he usually does his recordings live on YouTube and in their Discord channel. And usually when he first starts, I'll sit in there and chat with him and be like, "No, that sucks," or "That's pretty good." And learn how to act, Jeff. That sort of stuff.
So you just switch between the characters as you're...
He's amazing. If you can go on YouTube right now and watch him in the booth, just switching between characters. People to this day yell at me for not crediting the female narrator in Carl. So it's all him.
That's amazing. So we're relatively new to the series. We haven't even finished the first book yet. I'm on chapter 33. He's on chapter 40. But
So I like him better.
you like him a little bit better than me. But it's crazy because literally the last year, like my friends who are like, you have super fans. So like I have friends who are like, "You Dungeon Crawler Carl, read it," and I'm like, "Okay, I will, I promise." And now I'm finally reading it, and I'm like, I get it. Okay, cool. And now I hear there's like maybe a TV series in development. I guess just for like people who are a little late to the dungeon crawler train, what would you tell them to like take the leap and just get into it? Because I do feel like I've stumbled onto this like hilarious, sometimes sad, like dark comedic world.
Yeah,
And
you're
I
just
wish I-
getting started, so.
Yeah, I know, I've got 7 books to go.
You know, it's funny because I wrote, the first one came out in late 2020, but the first audiobook didn't come out till February of 2021. And it's a lit RPG, which is a genre that's for several years had a pretty small but very fervent fan group. And it wasn't until about 2 years later, in about 2023, when it started to leak out the edges of like this island of lit RPG. And now it's everywhere. The Ace published the hardcover versions. Audible Studios picked up the rights to Dungeon Crawl 1, the whole series. And as soon as that happened, TikTok kind of discovered it at the same time. And our sales, without giving specific numbers, it's almost 10 times as much as right now as it was this time last year. It's a lot. It's exploding in popularity right now. And just start at book 1, get the audiobook. We have a webtoon that's out as well. You can try that if you don't know how to read or something. But the vast majority of people consume it via audiobook, and that's really
So good.
a very amazing way to do it because he's so talented.
Thank you.
Anything to add? You do such a good job drawing us all in.
Yeah, I would encourage anyone to listen to it, especially if it's hard for you to get into audiobooks. I would say that is why my technique developed as it has, because I've always had a hard time engaging with fiction audiobooks. My philosophy is to disappear and become the text, become the characters. And I think that's the best way to convince people that this bullshit is worth following, right? Like you gotta trick everybody into believing, and that's all fiction, that's all illusion, that's anything to do with immersing people in an experience is to turn off that part of their brain that disbelieves and sees a person or hears a person reading a book. And Dungeon Crawler Carl just happens to be the perfect piece of work for me to display that, because Matt writes such rich, interesting, fun characters that are so real. The world feels so real. It feels like you're getting a snapshot. You're being just shown a piece of a world that is living and working on its own. It's been an incredible opportunity, and the way that people have fallen in love with it is incredible, and I'm just so happy that they're able to do that. That Dungeon Crawler Carl and Matt has given us this. So.
I'm not gonna have sex with you, Jeff.
Okay.
Why not? How are we doing on time?
One question before they drag you away from us. I've really been enjoying the backstage at the Pineapple Cabaret excerpts, because the books are almost completely Carl's POV.
Right.
So seeing the other points of view, particularly the NPCs, is really interesting. So what inspired that? And regardless of whatever may or may not happen with Carl and Donut, will the readers ever see what really happens on the 17th floor?
Yes. If you're not familiar, only the hardcover versions have the Pineapple Cabaret.
The new release. Yeah.
And they're told, each one is told from a different point of view, and those are going to continue. I anticipate there to be about 10 books in the Carl series, and every single.
Okay. So not 17.
No.
15.
God, I hope not. But I anticipate there'll be a conclusion, and if you've read book 7, you don't need to have read the Pineapple Cabaret, but if you have, some of the things that happen at the end of book 7 you get more excited about it because you know what's going on the 17th floor, because the Pineapple Cabaret is about the construction of the 17th floor. So
I'm still convinced Carl's going to do something to the 18th like he did to Laricos from further up.
Yeah.
But that's just my personal theory.
Go ahead.
So for the costume designs, that when Carl steps out, he's in his boxers and his Crocs. Did you guys play around with other ideas, like him in a robe, or was
I didn't even think about. My brain did not even fathom that people would eventually be cosplaying any of this. I had no. It wasn't. It. I know. It didn't even enter. Not even a speck of anything. I was just thought it was funny.
and it was beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
I thought about trying to do that cosplay this morning, and I was like, I don't have heart boxers. Damn it.
Audible's giving some out.
Oh my gosh. Next year.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much. It was so nice to chat with you all.
All right.